What's gonna happen? You gonna stop protecting me?
I am happy to eat, Mrs. Chen.
No, you can't.
Here we go.
All right, this is the trailer for Venom Let There Be Carnage, the upcoming movie for 2020. Do you know what date this comes out? Because I actually don't know what date this comes out.
I don't know the exact date.
It's September.
It's
September?
not close enough because it's not tonight.
Okay, so if anybody has not seen Venom, the first movie, this is a Marvel characters. This is I guess you might say, an anti-hero.
Yeah.
4th. September 24th.
For December 24th?
September.
September, okay. And this is a bad guy / good guy, depending on which way you view it, for Spider-Man. Now, do you know anything about Venom? Because I actually do.
I know a little bit about Venom, yeah.
Okay, so
I know bits and pieces.
Venom is an alien that came down to Earth. He was actually ostracized or kicked out of his planet because he was one of the weakest of the Venoms, and he came to our Earth. He doesn't really actually, his first person he takes control of is actually not him.
No.
It's actually one of the first people he takes control of is actually Deadpool.
Yeah.
In which he goes insane because of Deadpool's sanity in the comics and into the movies. So that's why he's a little bonkers, you might say.
Yeah.
So
And it also at some point takes control of Peter Parker.
yes. Which at some point starts corrupting Peter Parker's mind a little bit as well. And that's where he has a little bit of you might want to say a bit of a high esteem of himself. Horrible movie back in those days. God, I still can't forget that dance scene. But that's not here or there. Good movie. Go watch the first one if you've not watched it. If you're Marvel fans, highly recommend it. It is not like a 10 out of 10, but still it's a good fart in the wind.
I enjoyed it immensely.
Yeah.
I was very questionable at the beginning, and then I was like, oh, they did much better than I thought.
They even took in the whole aspect of it taking control of his girlfriend, which was true to the comics. Like, wow, like, good job. Even though she was very horny when she got control of. That was weird. She was very sexually frustrated. And I was like, this is not awkward at all. That the parasite that had just control of your body is now controlling your girlfriend's body and now trying to bone you. That was weird. But yeah.
Very strange.
Yeah. I don't know if that was the alien speaking to mess with him or it was actually his girlfriend. I forget how it goes. I think it goes off your inner desires a little bit too. So I think it was that, tying in with the alien, mess with them.
If that's the case, Eddie must be hungry all the damn time.
Yeah, actually it is. Anyway, so this
I mean, think about it. Like, how much does Eddie fight with it to not?
a lot.
Like, that's fine. That's like his natural nature is not to do it, but because technically it is 2 bodies.
It's brains. Give me your brain. I'm sorry, that's an old meme from what was that Grimm show from Cartoon Network?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't remember of it. It's Grimm and Billy and Ted. Drawing a blank on it right now. But anyways, let's get to the trailer. We have not watched this at all. I'm excited for this. Let's jump right into it.
Yeah, he's been telling me, no, stop. I want to watch the trailer when Grumpy wants the recording. Stop. I'm like, wait, this is something you like. No.
Do it. Okay, so right off the bat, he's going for someone's head.
Right out the gate.
More than once, too.
Going straight forward.
There's this one, and then there's the other one.
Yeah, there's two trailers for this one. This is just one of those I found. Going right for the head. We got a bit of prison going on.
No, what I'm saying is, like, there's 2 instances where he's trying to get the head.
Oh,
There's that first one at the very initial, and then in the prison sequence, there's another one.
Yeah, and he's punching the heck out of this wall. I don't know if this is him or
No,
that does not look like
this
him.
is not Eddie.
Okay, and then
The face is wrong.
okay, but say I can't quite tell who this is in this very quick frame, and then the next thing is stretchy head going straight for this dude.
Like I said, there's another head scene.
This guy just really wants brains. And this looks like a police officer that he's like, you know what?
He's wearing a shoulder holster.
Wait a minute. Didn't you tell me that technically speaking, the other one is the same thing as Venom?
Yeah, it's a symbiote.
Yeah, it's another symbiote that's...
We be seeing Venom. That
No.
might be the other one.
No, Venom is distinct in color next to the rest of
very
them.
distinct in a lot of ways. Not only just colors, but it's also his eyes.
That is very much Venom.
I mean, the first one...
You'll see.
Girls, no, you don't.
Okay, so...
I say either.
Apparently that they got very chummy and they learned how to cook. And he is...
I don't know. Play it through first.
It looks like he has an idea of eating one thing and Venom wants something else.
Like I said, the guy's always hungry. He is always hungry. And they have a chicken in there. I'm surprised they didn't eat the chicken. Unless they're gonna chop the chicken's head off. I'm trying to get back here. There's a chicken. The place is a freaking mess.
Too.
Yeah, it's two, isn't there? Place is a mess. Let the chicken just run around freely. I guess they like them more lively chickens. Rice chicken, rice.
I don't know. But let it play through, because I don't know if it's gonna be exactly food or not. Because I mean, granted, it was looking good at the beginning, but he grabbed milk.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's gonna end well. He's already got the smoothie made.
I say either. You
See,
say
there was an eggshell. What the hell are you?
either.
He's like, oh my god, I fucking hate you. Stop.
Okay.
Hey, tentacles just floating across the house as he walks around.
Yeah, he just walks around. He's just singing and making all kinds of mess. I guess he doesn't really have very much a very good control. Of course, he's not supposed to have control of them, but the guy, the tentacle thing's like he's a messy one in the household, and he's like, I don't care. Why he's singing on his back, I'm assuming. Where's his head at? Or is he singing in his head?
In his head, probably.
Oh god, that would be so annoying.
At this point, if you notice, he looks healthier than in the first one too.
He's probably got some
He's
food in
probably
him.
just like, you know what? For my own mental health, I'm not even gonna try to argue with him. I'll just keep what I need to argue with him. That's it.
I'm gonna wait and pick my battles when it's someone's life on the line because the mess isn't worth the argument.
Yeah, and I guess he's kind of like a roommate, right? He's the roommate that's a mess. And just
He's the messy roommate.
Yeah.
Although he burnt the egg.
Yeah, he
And
burnt.
he ruined the smoothie.
He burnt and ruined everything. The thing doesn't know what he's doing, but it's like, hey, I'm making.
Maybe he salvages it. We'll see.
Or maybe it's like a hobby of his.
Let's see what I can do today.
Joink.
Catch some.
Oh, that looks terrible. Ketchup.
Eddie.
There you go. There's the proof.
Hello, Eddie.
Oh,
What a
goodness.
dick!
That just looks terrible.
Like
Just no.
all that food for one person. Like, is he eating for? I know he's eating for two. I know he's eating for two, but even that one plate's for two.
Yeah, but I
You
mean,
have to maintain your strength.
if you remember the symbiotes, their metabolism is so much higher than like humans that they have to consume mass quantities just to survive.
Otherwise, he's gonna look like he did before and be sweating and go like.
That's why he wants to eat humans so much and brains. You know, actually, the more he eats, actually, the human's brains he actually gets smarter. Even though it doesn't really help, doesn't seem like it.
He's cuckoo.
Venom's still gonna go like, nah, bro. I got control over you. You gotta deal with it.
Yeah, apparently a bad cook. If he's trying to learn the cooking, he's being a horrible thing. And
I mean, the wall doesn't look too bad.
I don't know.
That's
But
about the only thing that doesn't look too bad on that plate.
let's zoom back here and get a good view of this edibles he got going on here. Eggs, waffles, I guess sausage, a strawberry, some cereal.
Strawberry.
Are those pills?
Oh my god.
Are those pills?
No, I don't think they're pills.
I can't tell.
That's alphabet cereal.
All those green,
No,
all those
no,
red
no,
things.
come on over here.
Maybe.
Unless
Look
all,
like
them,
Advil.
unless all of them are red M&Ms that they collected, that doesn't
Well,
look
or Skittles.
like nothing about that looks like it's edible. But I wouldn't want to eat it.
I mean, you could maybe toss the stuff off the. Like I said, the waffles don't look too bad. Just
I wonder how. Okay, I wonder if you actually like legitimate made waffles and then put egg on it and actually cook it. How would it taste? I don't know. I never had waffle and egg.
Chicken and waffle sandwiches.
Okay, so like maybe some eggs, maybe cut some sausage inside of it, put it on top of a waffle.
They use the waffles as like the bread,
like a hot dog. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, but cereal,
Aww.
strawberries. Looks like what's Lucky Charms? I'm seeing little marshmallows in there, so look like Lucky Charms. Maybe
yeah,
some.
those are Lucky Charms. That's a heart. I can tell you that's a Lucky Charm.
So, and of course you got some orange juice and I just okay. He's trying. I give him that.
There's syrup all over the place. I'm not sure if that's whipped cream or what. I still the ketchup kills me. I'm sorry.
Yummy.
No, wait. Pause it right there. Go back a minute. Go back.
Okay, what am I looking at here?
That's pancakes.
There's
Those
pancakes
are pancakes.
on this plate.
Oh,
They're all pancakes.
they changed the scenery.
Yeah, they went from waffles to
Oh, that's they
Those
fucked up.
are not scrambled.
Yep,
Look at the eggs.
they're what hand over or I forget the name of them.
Sunny side up.
Yeah, sunny side up. So pancakes and sunny side up instead of scrambled, and both of those are. At least they kept the pills. At least the pills are still there. Pills are still minority of it. Of course, this shirt reminds me of like this shirt right here.
The sausage is the same. I mean, at least.
Yeah, at least. But this shirt reminds me now of what was that movie a couple years back where the superheroes are very much darker. I'm trying to remember it. And the guy with the changing mask. What was the name of the movie?
Oh, you're talking about the Watchmen.
Yeah, doesn't the shirt look like Watchmen now with the blood on the shirt?
Yeah, yeah, he was called. Oh crap! What was his name?
But yeah, the shirt looks like a throwback, a little bit of a nod, because
What was the name of the ink blots that psychologists used? Rorschach. His name was Rorschach.
yeah, Rorschach. So yeah, the shirt has a
Sounds
yellow
like that.
had a yellow circle on it and with the blood stain on it. So that's what it looks like, a little nod right there. I might be pulling strings here. Other than the kitchen, the breast department doesn't look bad, except for the couch. Couch looks horrible because the chickens are plucking on it. All right, let's keep it going.
Good evening, Eddie.
Hey, Mrs. Chen.
Good evening, Venom.
Function hall, Mrs. Chen.
He says,
What?
He said good. She said good evening, Venom, and he goes, "Well, this is Jen."
This is the same. Remember, this is the same store at the end of the first movie where they were getting robbed. So now they done got chummy with the lady that owns the store.
And it went through his outfit. Like, is his uniform actually Venom? Or is Venom, like, going through fabrics?
Venom is a symbiote. He can go in here.
I mean, he's a gelatinous form. I would assume he could shrink himself down to go through material, but I don't know. I mean, he can also mimic clothes, so.
So maybe he's like walking around
might
naked and
just be
Venom.
dressed
But say
with
maybe he's naked and Venom is like his outfit. Like, hey, can you give me some clothes here?
Yeah.
I don't feel like getting dressed. Sure.
Okay, sure. Here, let me just be your clothes for you so you don't rip up another set.
Yeah, just don't squeeze on my jewels, thanks.
Little loser, Venom. I gained some weight, damn it.
Can you give me more girth? I mean,
Venom. Hey, I can only stretch so far.
and there's no helping you. All right, so he's apparently chumming with his favorite
Miss Chen. Get it right, Miss Chen.
Miss Chen's like what would you call this? It's not a gas station. It's more like a
Convenience store.
convenience store. There we go, convenience store.
says hi.
Venom says hi.
I've been thinking about you.
Okay, so I think that's the dude that was punching the wall.
Because you and I
What are they?
are the same.
Okay.
Okay.
Go back a little bit here. What are we
What
looking
the
at
hell?
here?
There's a tree.
This, whatever that is.
Obviously, mark the passage of time up there, but how the hell did he reach up there?
I wonder if he's trying to escape, and this is like his little
Hell.
unlegible writing. Then again, I wouldn't want to write on the wall telling people how I escape, but I don't know. I can't get it.
I can't tell, man.
If anybody could put heads to tail to what we're seeing here on the screen.
Well, I mean, there's an obvious tree. There's a gate to the right of it.
Yeah, I see that.
And then there's like marks, like, you know, the typical, hey, I've been here so many days, tally marks above it. But then, like, below the tree, there's a symbol or something.
Yeah, there's something here.
And then next to that, there's like, it looks like a tentacle.
I wonder.
Like, maybe because it's got like little rings, like an octopus tentacle.
I wonder
I'm not
if
sure.
the guy that was possessed by the previous symbiote at the end of the movie, what if his like memory is someone been altered by that symbiote,
Maybe.
and he's like seeing things possibly. But if somebody can put heads and tails of this, put down in the comments below.
Also,
'cause I
why
have
is
no
there
clue.
rubble on the floor?
Another good question. Let's keep on going.
Oh shit!
Every decision we ever make.
And there he goes, trying to have a second meal, as always.
So,
We ever make.
he's always gonna eat somebody. It's always gonna be a bad guy because it's Eddie.
That's what makes him like a anti-hero, because he does good things, but he does really mess
He does
up
it because
things.
he has to feed the other thing, so it's technically bad because he's.
But he's pretty much killing criminals in a sense. Like they're criminals, but they're not criminals that should.
They still deserve at least a sentence because you never know what's going on in somebody's life.
Yeah.
So
And that guy is punching a wall. You think they were letting the guy just waylay on the wall when its crack is forming? They would eventually like get him out the room, redo that wall, and then let him have another whack at it, or at least reinforce it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's more to what's going on in the prison than what we're seeing.
Yeah.
and why is 9 o'clock such a big deal?
Who do we leave behind? And how do we leave them?
Okay,
that's not
so
good.
this was like a maybe a more advanced prison, because these look like about to be doing some feeding time, but this little twig.
This is one hell of a maximum security
You know
cell.
what that made me think of? Resident Evil. You know how they had that little mansion at the top before it went down into the hive?
It looks like the same asylum meets maximum prison, and like there looks like there's some lady grandma way in the back in the little circle window, like watching it all. Maybe some kind of scientist. I feel like this is gonna be reaching
Or
some.
maybe she's locked up too?
Maybe.
Who knows?
Well, I'm feeling like this is probably. I'm stretching here. Probably like some Deadpool doing events, practices on maybe some convicts. Thoughts. That's what I'm stretching here. This feels like it. Feels like they're maybe doing some.
Deadpool didn't have enough. Like they didn't have enough to
I'm
actually
wondering-
do this.
I'm wondering, because in some of the canons, it's Venom doesn't possess Deadpool. A different symbiote does, and it drives him fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then he ultimately possesses a serial killer type person that their crazy kind of matches.
Okay, so you think that you're a little different.
So that's where Carnage came from in that canon.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if they found another symbiote that went loco, and they've been experimenting on prisoners with it.
Good possibility. I just know.
Well, like you said, the symbiote has to somewhat match, or else it's kind of like Eddie technically and Venom match, except for the whole don't eat people thing.
Yeah.
They basically match. So
I just know this little tyke right here would not stop no Venom symbiote. That ain't gonna happen. I don't think any of these people would be able to stop them. So I don't know what they're fronting for, but they gonna die.
or maybe they're not experimenting on that. Maybe they're experimenting on something else.
Possibly, yeah. But it's Carnage.
It might still concern the symbiotes, but not in like, oh, we're testing symbiotes on people.
Okay.
In the darkness. With the rescue.
Did you see her eyes?
Yeah, I'm kind of. But is it okay? I'm hearing a voice. And I hate to put the voice with the person. I don't recognize the actor. Then again, I can't see all of it. Is she talking, or is another person talking?
Somebody else
I'm not
is.
sure because I can't quite hear that part on our side.
I think someone else is talking.
And a scar on their eye or a symbol. It's downward, looks like a backward H, possibly. Like downwards, goes down below the cheek, and then comes up here to the nose. Is that
Yeah,
like
it does look like it on her face.
is that a scar or is that a tattoo?
No, that's a scar.
Scar? Okay. Blue is of eyes or silver's of eyes. I have very silver eyes myself, but no one can very much ever see them. With a ring on, I'm guessing they're married or were married, and they're staring at the people.
I'm finding it odd that the other eye is closed.
I wonder if it's just because they're on the pillow, right? Like, kind of hard to open your eye when you push against the pillow, possibly. I don't know. I don't recognize this character at all. If anybody else recognizes her, let me know, because I don't recognize her one bit. All right.
In the darkness, with the rescuer who never comes.
Well, there's neither. Ah!
Welcome
They
back,
squished the
friend.
spider! Go! Whoever squished the spider!
Long time.
Sorry.
Miss you.
Oh, my wife loves this actor. Absolutely
Exactly.
loves him.
It's Tallahassee!
Yep, Tallahassee from
Zombieland!
Zombieland. I bet to say Dead Man, but yeah, Zombieland. She loves the Zombieland movies. She loves his actor. He does play a good crazy guy.
Hey! Where's my Twinkie?
Good crazy guy.
Three snowballs!
Okay, I'm calling it now. This is the person that is going to be abducted or taken over.
I would say so. I think he's going to be Carnage because he's the only person I've seen so far that can play a crazy enough person to be Carnage.
Yeah, I know it's going to make you sad, but I feel like he's going to be a good person for Carnage.
Well, what makes me sad, man? They could have. I don't know. We'll see.
So much.
I wonder if he was the
Oh,
one
that's
that's.
it.
I wonder if that was the one that was punching the wall.
Yeah, I think it was.
Because, I mean, the nose matched.
Okay, so they're about to kill him.
Yeah, because that's a death penalty right there. They're probably either going to inject him with something. Because that's what it looks like. Yeah.
And he's not gonna die from it, or they're gonna die and then take it over his body. I don't know what's going on, but
Oh, well, here's the thing. Remember, he was punching the wall.
Soon come chaos.
Wait.
whoa,
Go back.
whoa.
Look at his eyes as it's getting injected in him. So he's already taken over, because I was going to say, with him punching that wall like that, he's probably already been...
God damn, so fast.
Also, the blood got stuck in the catheter.
No, I think that's possibly pushing outwards.
I think that's a symbiote.
Not letting it come in. That's green right there, going
And
in.
that's red, and Carnage is red.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep, that's a symbiote.
Yep.
That matches the girl's color.
Kind of, yeah. There is a female character that does get taken over by a symbiote. She's technically not really bad. Maybe she is, but she technically isn't really bad. She's actually kind of good. Well, no, she is bad. Never mind.
Well,
She's bad. She's very bad.
well, maybe because she doesn't really want to do anything, that's why she's caught and she's just laying there. She's not really doing anything.
I forgot. There's actually one that's very bad. Worst of all.
Yeah, the yellow symbiote.
Mm-hmm. She's the worst. All right, so we know who it is. I'm kind of glad. I don't mind him being yeah.
Soon come chaos.
I do. Why you gotta be bad guy? I hate my favorite actors being bad guys. I'm sorry. Oh, she's waking up. Look, go back.
Chaos. Soon
The
come.
girl from the
Yeah.
earlier thing that you were talking about.
Okay, so yeah, she's waking
It
up.
looks green.
Yeah, that's one
Was
of her
there more?
powers. That was one of her powers. She had a very loud and like almost ear-shattering scream. So
Yeah, it'll be a yellow green if that's her.
And watch this right here at the part. There's two bodies leaving the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the two bodies?
I don't know. It was a little bit clear before that.
But this one definitely looks like, maybe a little bit of a long hair character. This looks more of a, Gene Man, possibly. I'm just throwing it out there, possibility.
Go back a little bit. I think it is a little bit clearer before that.
Okay, let's see.
Nope. Never mind.
Yeah, that's that's all thrown here. That's my guesses here. She's waking up.
Chaos soon come.
Well,
Yep, there he is.
Carnage.
Carnage has a very distinct color to him. He is.
well, I mean, Carnage. Come on.
Yeah.
Think of the
His eyes actually also they come up, and I believe they curl up here too, so that's why his eyes are a little bit different. The overall, you know, the main part of it's the same, but the eyes is what really makes difference. And he's like viney instead of like a skin of black. It's like viney red everywhere. He has a very distinct look to him. And he is insane, but all of them are pretty much insane. Like, let's just be honest here. They're all pretty much like bonkers. I like the way he looks. Even though you can't see him very clearly,
He looks pretty badass right there.
pretty horrifying. I'm throwing my wrench in the bucket here or whatever. I'm thinking they're gonna probably have two villains possibly in this one. Maybe the other one gets away at least, but I'm gonna say there's probably gonna be two symbiotes instead of just one. I don't know. I just have
technically it would be 3 because Venom should count.
Yeah, Venom does count, but I'm talking about like two bad guys, one questionable,
Am I a good guy?
questionable character, and then morals. All right, let's keep it going. Let there be carnage.
The chocolate delivery hasn't arrived yet.
No!
We had a deal.
What's gonna happen? You gonna stop protecting me?
I am happy to eat, Mrs. Chen.
No, you can't.
Hey, do you have this? No. Unfortunately, blah 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 blah. What? All right, what are you gonna do? You gonna stop protecting me?
I'm gonna eat Mr. Chan. Like, no. She don't hear him. She don't hear him. So he don't know Venom is like, I am gonna eat you.
When Venom says I'm gonna eat you, he means I'm gonna eat you.
Eat what? Nothing?
What?
Oh,
Hey,
Oh,
that's a
shit.
scene.
there you go.
The coming of the Christ? No, I don't think so.
Antichrist!
The Antichrist, you more like it. Yeah, definitely that.
Spawn has been found.
Reborn.
Yeah, he loves stretching his body everywhere. That's just like his signature move. Just multiple limbs stretching everywhere, going everywhere, and just
I mean, it's strategic.
yeah, it's deadly. And it's goodness gracious. I don't remember. Does he have the same weakness as Venom? I want to say no, but I know Venom is pretty much sound. Like any loud screaming.
That's all symbiotes.
I think that's all the symbiotes have that problem.
I could not remember. I just know.
Except for that one, obviously, because she was doing it.
Yeah, that's one of her abilities. She could do it. Like that's how she beats people. One of the ways. Can she fly as well? I think she can fly. I think she can fly and scream and do like a. It's been so long time ago.
I can scream.
It's a not trying to be sexist here, but you know, women screaming, it kind of runs sometimes. I don't know. This looks cool.
There are guys that can sing to that pitch and break glass too. I don't want to hear it.
It's one of those classic traits, you know.
That's really hell of a scene.
Coming to theaters. What was it coming in as? Let's see.
3D Max and IMAX.
Real D 3D. What's Real D 3D?
I have no idea. I'll look it up.
Real D?
And IMAX.
I'm not gonna see an IMAX. The last freaking theater freaking jit me. I'm still upset about that.
I know. You haven't let it go yet.
No. They literally made me watch Mortal Kombat on a regular screen, maybe using an IMAX camera, but I couldn't tell.
Okay, so this is what Real D 3D is. It says Real D 3D is a digital stereoscopic projection technology made and sold by Real D. It is currently the most widely used technology for watching 3D films in theaters and cinemas. Worldwide, Real D 3D is installed in more than 26,500 auditoriums by approximately 1,200 exhibitors in 72 countries as of June 2015. So I think it's just a 3D. It's just regular 3D.
Okay,
because
so
it's the common one.
they just give it a special name. Real 3D. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Real. All right, well, I'm looking forward to it. It looks good.
It does
You
look
do
good.
need a 3D glasses though.
I'm excited now.
I have a feeling though that it's gonna be more than just Carnage.
I mean, this is actually a really good movie to put in 3D. Think about it with the stretching.
Yeah, with
Oh,
all their
yeah.
tentacles and crap.
Going
Can you
everywhere.
imagine can you imagine all the bobbing and weaving?
Yeah,
No!
all the lunging too, or that head scene when he's going for the guy's head, right? That's
That's why I said if any movie is good for 3D, this would be the movie.
because there's a lot of stretching of parts. I will to say there was one part way back here that kind of confused me, and I want to see if you maybe know what the deal is. He's going up a scaffolding, and he has something in his hand.
But the rescuer never comes.
There, you see it in his hand?
It looks like a spear.
Looks like a pipe or something, a hammer or
Sword? I'm thinking sword. I don't remember him ever using weapons. Weaponry is not his thing.
Just because it's not your thing doesn't necessarily mean you don't like go, okay, well in this instance I'm probably gonna need something.
Well, I thought one of the big things with the symbiotes was they could form weapons.
Yeah, out of their bodies. So is he stealing something? Is he getting something from a bad guy? I know this is not probably like a very big thing, but I'm kind of curious. Why is he carrying something in his hand when he's a living embodiment of a weapon?
Not necessarily. If he has trouble creating like stretching and stuff, that might be why he prefers to.
I don't think he does. At least I'm not aware of it. I remember him making swords out of his arms. So it was like, yeah, and then stretching, like tentacle stretching, because he was doing that for the kitchen scene. So he can do that just fine. So
Then I
Katana.
don't know. Like, but just because you can stretch doesn't necessarily mean you have a hardness to you.
yeah, or maybe he's using it on one of the symbiotes that he can't cut with his normal body. I'm thinking maybe possibly that now. Like maybe he can't cut the symbiote with his
Or
actual
maybe
body.
it's got a poison or something on it.
Don't know, but I'm curious what that is. I hope there's a little bit of explanation. I know it's a small thing, but I was curious about it. Also,
Maybe like when the movie actually comes out, we'll be able to see it clearer because remember they're trying to keep it pretty grainy for this.
yeah. Even though I could definitely pick out a few things, still curious what the chalk stuff on the wall was. But I like it. I think it's good. It's gonna be definitely one of the movies I might be willing to go check out in theaters, but I'd be hard pressed to do that with my wife. Yeah. So you leave your thoughts down below. What's your predictions? Do you think there's gonna be one bad guy or 3 symbiotes in a sense? Or do you think it's going to be one? What character are you hoping they introduce to the show? They smashed the spiders, so I don't know if Spider-Man's going to come about at this, but my brain went there when they slapped that thing down and went, oh, Peter Parker? Nope. I wonder if they actually would ever put this in a Spider-Man movie. I kind of would like to see it, to be honest with you. I know Spider-Man and Venom don't really see eye to eye. I would enjoy it.
I don't know about 2. I know there's probably going to be 3 symbiotes. I'm probably going to bet on that. As for whether or not, I don't think the girl.
Yeah.
I think that she doesn't care. She's not one way or the other. So I think she's going to be like the wild card.
Or she's still very much in control of herself.
Yeah. So the symbiote doesn't have any control over her. She's trying to avoid anything, but now she's got to be involved.
Yeah, try to fight it. If you're interested in this movie, will you go see it in 3D? Will you go see it in IMAX? Who's your favorite character so far? And as always, you have a good day, have a good night, have a good life. Much love, y'all, and bye.
Bye.